The Mixed Mornings and More podcast with Steph.
Now available daily.
Good morning, world. Hello, and welcome to Friday. It is December 15th. I don't know how we made it halfway through the month already, but here we are, 2023, and I am wondering, did you see any shooting stars this morning? There was a Gemini meteor shower last night. The best time to see them was at 3 a.m., so definitely not that long ago. If you're awake, you may as well look up and see if you can't find some stars burning out in the most stunning fashion. Found a life hack for someone other than me to try. Cooking the turkey a couple days before Christmas and then reheating it. Now, when I picture a turkey after it's been refrigerated, it kind of gets hard and dry, and it seems to be only good for sandwiches. But this lady named Gwen put this out on the internet, and she says you cook the turkey when you have time a few days before and carve it all up the way you would and put it in the fridge. And then on Christmas Day, you take a roasting pan, line the bottom with iceberg lettuce, then a layer of sliced turkey, then a layer of iceberg lettuce, and so on until the top layer is lettuce. Then you wrap it tight with tin foil, put it in the oven at 300, and heat the turkey till it's warm. And then, specifically the recipe says, remember to remove the soggy lettuce before serving. Soggy lettuce? Ugh. I'd like to say this is a joke, but multiple people have commented that they do this every year and it works like a charm. Others say lettuce is too expensive to waste it remoistening a turkey. No one has brought up my biggest concern. The anticipation smell. When you're cooking a turkey, the whole house and block knows. The company comes into the house and their mouth immediately starts watering. Does this still happen when the turkey is making the lettuce soggy? Or are you sacrificing that too? I'm feeling a little chilly this morning. I was outside until 1 a.m. No, I didn't get locked out of my house. There was a Gemini meteor shower, and despite the 4 a.m. alarm, I didn't want to miss it just because it didn't fall on a weekend. But can we put in a request for that for next time? I kid. Anyway, we got all bundled up around 10 o'clock and drove out to Tower Road, dodged a bunch of deer carcasses, and laid in the ditch wrapped in sleeping bags and old blankets, sipped warm drinks, and stared at the sky till the clouds made the stars blurry. The articles I read about it said we could see up to 110 shooting stars an hour, and I would say we saw about 15 in total. But gosh, they were beautiful. Some were huge, bright lights sailing through the sky. Others were a little more subtle, but they all got the same awe-inspired "ooh" from the 6 of us lying in the ditch. 10 out of 10 would recommend. Now, if I could just figure out how to get warm again, despite the hottest shower ever and sleeping with a hot water bottle on my toes and a double sweater outfit this morning, I still feel a chill in my bones. It's probably from lack of sleep. Guess it's time to go refill my coffee. My husband was running errands the other night when he called and asked if I wanted to go to the mall or should he just go by himself. I was like, that sounds lovely. We could have a little stroll together through all the stores, get some gift ideas, maybe grab a warm drink on the way. So I said, I want to come. He got home, we jumped in the car together, chatted about our days on the way down, parked at Sport Check. He held the door for me, and when we went in, he said, okay, keep your phone on you. I'll text you when I'm done and vice versa. What? I thought we were having a date. Was I invited to the mall to walk around by myself? Yes, but for a limited time only. I walked straight to Kohl's and had a little peruse of all the cool things they have in there. The gift sets, the mugs, the planners, and the pens, some board games, on-sale books. I wasn't in there 10 minutes when my phone buzzed. I'm just about done. You? Me? Just about done? It took longer to drive here than we've been here. I said I've been to 1 store, and I'm not even done in it. He said I've been to 10, and I'm ready. I conceded. I'll just come back another day. I'm still just bewildered at why he invited me to the mall in the first place. Did someone sneak a present into our house while we were gone? Were we entered into some sort of race that only one of us knew about? He left the mall with no bags, and so did I. Christmas is coming so quick, and my husband and I are feeling a bit at a loss for what to get each other. We're both big gift givers. We love the wrapping, the opening, the whole thing of it. But we have need of nothing this year. In fact, neither of us can think of a single thing that the other wouldn't just find to be clutter in a couple months. Should we just forego gifts this year? I suggested we wrap up some things we love for each other in our house and still have fun with the opening part. And I got the idea from my cousin. We were 3 weeks apart, and we were at the stage we were just starting to realize that it would be more fun to get gifts for people actually from us, not just signing our name on a card our parents orchestrated. So one day close to Christmas, she told me she had succeeded in the plan and showed me all these wrapped gifts under the tree for her family. And I said, "Oh, what did you get your dad?" And she said, "The TV remote. I hid it a week ago, and then I wrapped it last night. He'll be so happy to open it on Christmas morning." Could this work for my husband and I? What does he use enough that he'd miss but wouldn't just go out and replace it? Not the car keys, not his phone, maybe all the forks? Too obvious, eh? The internet is divided on this woman whose mom called her out for showering backwards. The mom says you're supposed to face the shower head. The daughter says you're supposed to face away. It sparks some online discussion because suddenly you realize no one really teaches you how to shower, the right or wrong way to face, just that you're supposed to lather up in there. And it reminded me of a different showering discussion a couple years back. Do you wash your legs? Sure, the water runs down them, but do you specifically wash them? And I think about this question often while showering. And this morning I added the new one. Am I showering backwards, or are people who face the shower head showering backwards? You know, some people turn off their brains while having a few moments of hot water and alone time, and I find more things to keep mine spinning. Have you heard of Whamageddon? Are you playing? It's a game where you try to go from December 1st to the 24th without hearing Wham's Last Christmas song. Covers are okay, but the original starts your day count back at 0. You can use the hashtag Whamageddon to show you're back at none. Well, now that we're now all in on this game, let's not leave it to wondering when the last time you heard the song was. Sorry! Name that plow. Did you participate? Did you put some suggestions in? Or were you one of the 1,500 people who voted for the top 12 to get down to the top 6? 6 snowplows in the region are going to be named, and we actually got a bonus one as well. So 7 actually. Here are, is that a drum wall? Does that sound like a drum? Does it sound like a kazoo? I don't know. Anyway, as named and voted on by the public, here are Fort McMurray's newest snowplows. We have McFlurry. I love that. McFlurry, like Fort McFlurry. Yep, that's great. Cleopathera, kind of like Cleopatra, but Cleopathera. Polar Patroller. That one's my favorite. I'm just picturing him like as a bus patroller with like an orange belt on, like Polar Patroller. Sleetwood Mac. Flurry Murray. That might be my favorite too. Oh no. Flurry Murray is just so fun. And Scoop Doggy Dog. Now, the next 2 are a little bit harder to say. They did send pronouncers, and a huge thank you to the people who said these words correctly. So this one is going to be named in Cree. It's snow clearing or removal. And it is Kuina Apiwayanego. And then the other one will be named in Dene, and it is Snow Mover Truck, and that is Yadii Bestene. And I may have said those wrong, but I did listen to the folks who sent the pronouncers about 15 times, so please forgive me. But very, very exciting. We have named that plow, and you can watch a little later this winter to see the plows going around town. You can say, that's Mac Flurry, that's Fleetwood Mac, look, Flurry Murray's on the prowl.
Want more of today's show?
Download the Mixed Mornings and More podcast.
Now available every weekday.